we got there?
Stretch
Armstrong. It's good stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's good stuff. Well, that looked a bit suspect. So what we're playing with at the moment is the adhesive strip that runs the whole length of the van. And this is a secondary fixation for the flooring when you take it out. So it's obviously got your bolts on the side, you remove all them and it's still stuck down. It is a nightmare to take out. And you did most of it.
Heat gun
helps. It does heat gun. The back of the van was hot enough though and it raised up nicely, but this front bit was a pain.
Yeah.
But after Alex did all the hard work and took it up, which is great, it saved me doing it. We then have used a 6mm cork on the floor for an insulation here, which with a thin batten in between each one to give it sort of support. We don't want the material compressing, do we?
No, because it loses its
thermal
properties.
Yeah, so can't have that. So we're going to be basically doing this in a few parts. We go floor, insulation, done. Get the floor back in. Once the floor's back in, we'll move on to the sides of the van and the panelling. And we're going to be running a recycled sort of plastic insulation. Now this doesn't itch, it's not fiberglass insulation because that stuff's horrendous. And we'll be getting that into, literally, as you can tell, they've already got some in here. Any nook and cranny available in the van will be stuffed full of this because we don't want cold spots, but we also don't want hot spots either. And so, do you want to explain what a hot spot or cold spot is, or?
No.
No. So, a cold spot, for instance, so we've got, if we had insulation here in the roof and we had it going from here, this would be a void of cold air and not actually insulated. So, it allows the cold to this little pillar here will be freezing cold and you'll get sort of condensation lines in the roof and all that sort of thing, which we don't want.
Yeah.
So, next job, fluff. Floor back in, fluff.
Yeah. And then
get rid of this.
Vapor barrier, we talked about
vapor barrier. So on top of the fluff, we're going to be running a vapor barrier throughout the whole van. And we're using this is, you can get it everywhere. It's just the thin sort of bubble wrappy sheet. You can get ones with foam inside that is a lot better and has a far better insulating value, but we're insulating with this. So this doesn't really need as much of an insulating value as before, or as others may. So we're going to basically use this just as a vapor barrier, and it's going to give a little bit of extra insulation as well. So, which is cool.
It is.
Super cool. But yeah, so we're going to finish up. We're going to get all this insulation in. Once all the insulation's in, we're then going to do a lovely video about fitting windows. Because they arrived. Lots and lots of windows. But hey, it's all good. It's all good.
And we've got new tools for doing it as well.
New tool day.
Very excited about. Oh, stop getting that dirty. I'm trying to keep it.
So along with the floor, the main roof itself, I've also had the headliner out of the van. And behind here, as well as having new speaker wires, there is the 6mm cork that we use on the floor, because that's got really good insulating properties. Then it's got the vapor barrier, and then it's also, for good measure, stuffed into any nook, cranny, gap, or like anything I could. We've got this recycled plastic insulation. So this should probably be one of the best insulated parts of the van. So I just didn't want to have to take it out again or worry about the dogs getting hot in here. So anything we can stuff with insulation we're going to. It's all going to be hidden by cladding or, as you can tell here, by the headliner. So it doesn't matter, get it in there. Super productive day. Productive. I'll get the word right in a minute. So I smell a coffee because Alex spilt a coffee by there and I used my t-shirt to mop it up. Not cool. No drinks allowed in the van ever again. Ever. So we've made mega progress today. We've got the roof finished, other than clad obviously, but this has now got 2 layers of insulation. So we started with a Kingspan. Super easy to work with. Slice in, done. Super simple. Love it. No mess. But that glues to the roof, and then we've also then doubled up with this sort of bubble wrap, shiny insulation as an extra precaution for heat, but also as that extra moisture barrier as well. We'll still tape this in. We're going to get tape on these bits. It's going to be amazing. I'm buzzing now about this. We're so excited. So the workshop panels are in, it's all insulated behind both sides. All the wiring is done. We need to insulate these panels and then get the sort of clad done on that, but I'm more excited about cutting some bloody big holes in the van, to be perfectly honest with you. I've got the new saw. Game on. Game on. Super duper Amazon. Coming like, what, 10 hours was it? Ridiculous. But yeah, so we might do the windows tomorrow, but to be honest with you, I might clad the roof first to make it look pretty, so all you guys can go like, oh, it's pretty in here. So yeah, we're chuffed. It's cool. So yesterday we got the rest of our insulation on this side of the van. So we've got your recycled plastic insulation underneath, and then this is what we're using as a sort of vapor barrier. And as you can see, Alex has done a lovely job taping every single last ounce in. So we have done this all the way up underneath. We put the clad in the top as well, just as a simple, get it up there, get it done. We put the lights in, as you can see here, these lovely little nice stealthy spotlights for a bit of ambient lighting. But yeah, next step will be windows.